What's up, people of Temper Clan? I'm that deep voice, and the gameplay you guys get right in front of your face right now is 110 kills, 9 lethals, on the map Slums, playing some multi-team hardpoint as usual, because that is what all the 9 lethal guys play. And there's actually 2 double nuclears in this gameplay as well, and the gameplay is by Temper Fro, aka Afrodan. And he recently booted up his channel. He's starting to post there more. He's starting to do commentaries, all that kind of stuff. So if you guys think he's got some beastly gameplay, go check out his channel. His link will be in the description. And for the commentary today, I want to tell you guys 2 stories about when I used to play sports back in like my middle school days. These are both when I was still in middle school. If you guys aren't aware of that's like probably like, I don't know, like 11 to 14, maybe 10 to 13, something like that, around those ages. So like right before high school, so like right before you're actually hitting puberty, although I actually hit puberty at this time. But that is not the conversation we are having here. So the first one is the time where I was playing baseball, and for baseball, we have this thing called Little League. It's all over the world. If you guys play baseball, you would know of it. And for 12-year-olds, for pretty much for all ages, there's these things called All-Stars. Like, you would play your regular season games during the season, and then after that was over, during the summer, you would play in a thing called All-Stars if you were good enough. Basically, you would have tryouts, and if you were good enough, you would make the team. My league wasn't the biggest, best league out there, but we had enough people who actually have tryouts. I pretty much made All-Stars pretty much every year. I was pretty good at baseball. I remember 12-year-old All-Stars, we were playing at some other team's field. And in Little League, you only play 7 innings. So it was top of the 7th, we were down by 2, and we had a man on 2nd and 3rd. I was the 9th hitter, because we had an extremely stacked team this year. Like, even though we never, like, could do anything, we had a really good team this year. Like, a lot of people who are on this team are actually are already in college, like, university, college, if you want to call it, for a baseball scholarship, or they've got one lined up because they're seniors this year and they're going into college or university with a baseball scholarship. They've like already got one lined up. That's how good a lot of these guys on this team were. One guy, I'm not even surprised if I would see his name being called in the MLB draft one day and seeing him play in the majors. That's how good this one guy is. But that's not the commentary topic. We're going to talk about what actually happened this game. So it was the top of the 7th, and there was a man on 2nd and 3rd. I was the 9th hitter, so it was the 7th and 8th guy on 2nd and 3rd. And generally in baseball, the 9th hitter is usually one of your worst hitters. Sometimes you want to play strategically, you'll put a 9th hitter, but this is Little League. So in Little League, you'll generally have your 9th hitter as your worst player. So the other coach on the other team, he was sitting in the dugout, he's sitting there, he's like, "Come on, Johnny, it's only the 9th hitter, you can get him out." And I'm like, "Only the 9th hitter? Oh yeah, really?" So we're down by 2, like I said. We've got me at the plate, 2 people on base. So what do? I jack a home run over the right field fence. We take the lead by 1. And then, as I'm rounding first base, which is where their dugout is, I just look right at the coach and say, "Oh, 9th hitter, eh?" And then in the bottom of the 7th, of course, since we had to close at the deal, there was 2 outs and a ball was hit the right field because I play right field. Well, I did for this game, that is. And there was a ball hit the right field. It was kind of like a shallow, like, little blooper thing. I had enough time to, like, get near it, but I couldn't, like, get under it. So I made a diving catch right under it, and that won the game for us. And as I made that play, I also ran right by their dugout and said, "Oh, 9th hitter, eh?" So that's just like, that was epic. I don't know, that's just one of my favorite moments when I used to play sports. That coach probably feels like such a dickhead. Either that or he still thinks he's the cockiest motherfucker on the planet. You never know with some of these sports parents, because people get fucking hyped when they play sports, and the parents get even more hyped. The other story is the story of when I played basketball in middle school. I actually played basketball on the middle school basketball team, and if you guys don't know, I'm a big dude. I'm 6'6", probably around 6'6", 6'7" right now. I'm not really sure what that is in centimeters or meters, whatever the hell you guys in Europe go by, or anywhere else. But in American terms, I'm 6'6", 6'7", somewhere around there. So I was the center, of course, in middle school, and we were playing at our home arena, basically. And this guard on the other team stole the ball, and he was sprinting down court going for the layup. He was pretty much on the breakaway. He was about to lay it in. He was about to score, and no one expects anybody except for another guard to catch up to a guard. So no one expects the center, who's ridiculously big for somebody that age, sprinting down the court, catching up to this little guard, and smacking the ball out of his hands when he goes for the layup, not getting a foul, and preventing the layup. That was epic for me, because no one expects a guy who's a good foot taller at least to catch up to the small black guard and smack the layup out of his hand and prevent the bucket. No one expects that, so that was absolutely epic for me. I could move pretty well for a big guy. I still can, even though I'm not as athletic as I used to be. So I thought those were just two pretty cool stories from back in my sports playing days that I would share with you guys. And that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. I'm going to leave some music clips of the gameplay, so if you guys did enjoy, don't forget to drop kick that like button. Don't forget to sub to Temper Clan if you already haven't done so. And don't forget to check out Temper Fro's channel. That'll be in the description below. My channel will be in the description below if you want to check out mine. Once again, I'm That Deep Voice, and I'm out.
Winging at your girl, she returned it with a nice look. Jabbing with her left, then I hit you with the right hook. Don't mean to be rude, but despite how this might look, better know we been right in with the pen.
Now as you listen, how you speaker check is MP3, it's MPD. How people start to envy me. It's real music, like the old MTV. It's kids on Facebook, people start friending me and sending me emails about wanting to collab. Suggestions like, oh, Trisha Young, stay up in the lab. Thanks, Dad. Now I'm trying to stay up in the tab, in the news, interviews, and I give you what I have. Some kid message me like, hey, no trace, look, y'all should get a Twitter name, Instagram and Facebook. Ask me one more time, I have your motherfucking face cooked and broiled, boiled till really there is no trace of bubbles of facial expressions, lessons learned, blessings burned, tables turned, leaving people concerned. I said, yeah, don't need to worry, these Christians have a purpose and I make it up to them. Attending service to churches, chilling at my altar spot, sober but I spark a lot. I got my learner's permit doing donuts in the parking lot. Yeah, maybe I talk a lot, I might just be a chatterbox and this and a hit, yeah, but I'm stepping in the baddest box.
Looking at your girl, she returned it with a nice look. Jabbing with her left, and I hit you with a right hook. Don't need to be rude, but despite how this might look, better know we been right in with the pen.
I resemble Nintendo for 15 years, I had 64s. I've forgotten bars like a drunk, passed out on the floor. On to more better things with grandma, I don't need it. I'm called a dumbass douchebag and considered conceited, but I like it, it made me mature. Better than me, are you sure? I've been on my global shit, you average Joe Peter LaFleur. Nothing wrong with that, but don't compare the uncomparable. I'll drive you crazy, then I'll shave your head, you'll have no hair to pull. Horror isn't horrible, but I am unscarable. Your effort to get me to stop this rapping shit is terrible. Just be on the track and I'll ignore it and laugh. I'm fucking you in the head, but I don't love you, it's premarital. I need to take a breath, maybe I should take a step. Baby, I can make you sweat, my shit is hot, man, you make me